You don't have a ride without a sponsor.
We're looking for people who are going to be able to represent our products at the track.
It's something a lot of our people can rally around.
If your product is associated with the winner, then you're considered a winner.
There's no question that our involvement in the series has been very helpful.
Motorsport provides that cutting edge.
The rolling thunder of engines pushed to white-hot racing speeds. Drivers of uncanny skill and talent writing new legends into the book of Canadian racing. These are the images. This is the action that draws throngs of racing fans to Canadian tracks, east and west, or glues them to their TV sets as the high-speed thrills unfold on national television. This is the 1988 Players GM Motorsports Series. When the flag drops, pulses everywhere leap in anticipation. Small wonder motor racing has everything sports sponsors dream of. Fact, motor racing is North America's fastest-growing sport, with over 80 million tickets sold last year. Television audiences topped 160 million in 1988 with high-profile events like the Molson Indy and the Grand Prix Molson offering major market exposure. Fact, many racing crowds are now more than 50% women, offering even greater marketing possibilities. Fact, the Players GM Motorsports Series is the premier racing series of its kind anywhere. An ideal national showcase for some of the best drivers in North America and the sponsors who share in that winning spirit. This is Canada's foremost and richest showroom stock racing series, sponsored by Players and General Motors, featuring identically prepared Chevrolet Hirox Z Camaros and Pontiac Trans Am Firebirds. The prize money is considerable by any standard, over $500,000. A successful driver can do very well here, but every driver needs the financial and product support that comes from individual corporate sponsors and series associate sponsors like Goodyear Canada. And this is a truly Canadian series, a 10-race Eastern schedule in Quebec and Ontario, and a 6-race Western series, raising blood pressure in Alberta and British Columbia. Players GM races are associated with other high-profile motorsport championship series. In Montreal, 60,000 fans and a national television audience thrilled to Formula One excitement and Players GM action on one terrific weekend.
The target market is the one we're after. It's varied, to say the least. You go to Motorsport any given weekend and you'll find every range of automobile and every range and type of person there at the track.
The East Series featured a season-long championship fight with Ron Fellows and Richard Spinard, drivers for two strong teams.
The team includes the driver. It includes the salespeople that we have that work the stores. It includes our customers, and it includes the racing enthusiasts. So we try to take each element and put them together in a team effort in which we can not only improve the perspective and the support for automobile racing, but we can also improve our business at the same time.
It's the tough competition in this series that has won it Canada-wide television exposure on both CTV and TSN.
In fact, they are set to welcome Ronnie Fellows home for his first victory in 1988.
As a coast-to-coast audience watched, Ron Fellows won Eastern Series Race 2 to leap ahead of Randy McDonald of the hostess team in the Drivers' Championship. Meanwhile, in British Columbia, the green flag dropped on the Western Series. Last year's champion was Frank Ellers, but his flag Chevol's teammate Tony Morris jumped into the early lead.
I think any sponsorship, and particularly a very well-run sponsorship, is a great advantage to the people that are involved. It gives you an opportunity to market. It's a marketing tool whereby it gives you an opportunity to associate yourself with an event. And particularly in this series, it's excellent because it's a grassroots event. It's uniquely Canadian.
Number 88, Tony Morris dared the field to come catch him. Frank Ellers in car number 1 took the dare early until Alan Berg pushed him out of contention. An early setback for one of the 4 cars in the flag Chevol's team.
I think it's a superb stepping stone for young drivers coming up. It's a natural progression. to go into Formula cars.
The benefits to sponsors and drivers are many.
The Eastern Series and the Western Series both are on television, national television, on Saturday afternoon. Look at the great companies that are involved, Hostess, I mean, Esso, Protac. It's fantastic. I mean, it's great exposure for you.
These drivers are all winners on and off the track. Great representatives for their sponsors. This time out, it's Tony Morris winning the checkered flag with Laurie Craig right behind and Andy Mahood capturing third. As a tough drivers' championship battle shaped up in the West. Indy weekend in Toronto. 80,000 fans are on hand to marvel at the high-tech graphics and high-speed action of the Players GM cars, while a national audience catches the excitement on CTV's Wide World of Sports.
The Motorsports program helps us to support our overall objective for our automotive division, and specifically to increase the awareness for MotoMaster, and also, more critically, to increase the customer's quality perception for MotoMaster product.
MotoMaster driver Richard Spinard finished a close second behind championship rival Sunoco's Ron Fellows. That set the stage for something completely different. Until now, these drivers had competed on road courses. Eastern Race 6 took them to a sold-out Cayuga Speedway on an oval circuit where some new faces shouldered their way to the fore. Among them, Rob Fellows, Ron's brother and Sunoco teammate, out front here and locked in a hot battle for the rookie championship.
The media exposure is completely different than a TV spot. One of the things that advertisers, very astute advertisers like Procter & Gamble are noticing is that when you beat them over the head during a television show with a commercial, people tune out and they get up and go to the fridge for a beer or go off for a snack. But when they're actively involved in watching a sport and they're seeing that car with the Sunoco ID on it going around time after time, they're actively involved in what's going on and they're very favorably disposed to your message.
And that's as it should be, because this series is positive, riveting, compelling entertainment. And at Cayuga, Rob Fellows led the entertainers to a crowd-pleasing win that really bunched both the rookie and drivers' championship competitions. Then, as summer wound down to fall, it was Eastern Race 8 at Shannonville in the rain. But even that couldn't keep the fans away, proving that even in conditions like this, these cars deliver a message of quality, performance, and durability.
Certainly, the benefits to Goodyear and to General Motors are patently obvious. It's a fabulous showcase for the product. I think for other sponsors, it's a way in which you can position yourself as a high-tech supplier. Nobody in this day and age is involved in motorsport that is not high-tech. You have to be. And for companies to associate themselves with that image, I think is a very positive thing.
A lap one bumping incident pushed Richard Spinard into the lead, but number 86, Randy McDonald, kept putting moves on Spinard until he found a hole and surged to the lead.
Our marketing thrust is that when we win, we advertise winning service. And we know that that is getting out to the public because people have brought cars into us for service and have said, you do have winning service.
While Robin Buck and John Cadman Jr. dueled for third place behind Peter Cohen, it was Randy McDonald at the final flag for a while, until a penalty for that lap one incident knocked McDonald out of the winner's circle, giving the victory to Cohen. In the West, it all came down to this final series race, with Frank Ellers, Tony Morris, and Paul Gilgan locked in a fierce battle for the driver's crown. The first few laps belonged to Terry Craig of the Airborne Racing Team, his sights set on the rookie championship, along with his team member, Richard Dean Anderson, star of TV's MacGyver.
We're in a young organization. The high-tech industry is a young group. And as a result, it's something a lot of our people can rally around. They're interested in high performance. In any way, shape, or form, our people are interested in high performance. And nothing is better to me in high performance than automobile racing.
Early on, Terry Craig and Brother Murray were high performance personified. Tony Morris saw his championship dream evaporate in a second corner shunt that pushed him to the back of the pack. His subsequent charge through the field was a joy to watch, but in the end, he ran out of laps. Frank Allers only needed to cross the finish line to win the championship. But merely finishing wasn't good enough for Allers. The #1 driver quickly maneuvered his way to the head of the pack and cruised home to his 3rd consecutive victory, a well-deserved driver's championship. And that is how the West was won. Allers is series champion and Terry Craig taking rookie honors for Duick Chevrolet. In the East, Motorsport provided the venue for a dramatic season finale. Even though half a dozen different names had appeared in the winner's circle in this series, 3 drivers stood atop the leaderboard as the grid approached the starting line.
It's high profile, it's in front of the people that are spending the money, and I'd recommend it for, there's not too many businesses that I can't think of that wouldn't have a place here.
Motorsport is one of the most avidly watched of all sports, attracting a long, impressive list of local, regional, and national sponsors who find value in a motorsport investment. They're all here, all prominent, and all speaking directly to their target audience. Here at Motorsport, more than one honor was at stake. The Drivers' Championship, Rookie of the Year, and for General Motors, Camaros and Firebirds racing door to door. At the wire, Richard Spanard took the checkered flag and the championship by a fraction of a second over hard-charging Rob Fellows. For Fellows, 2nd place secured the Rookie Award. A dramatic and thrilling finish to a 4-month season of exciting motor racing. And for corporate sponsors, an unparalleled opportunity for exposure, excitement, and success. The Players GM Motorsports Series. Be part of it.